Okay, make sure if you're working this again to get credit that you have everything written down that I have written down. So it says Ivan bought 4 books, everything in red. 4 books that each cost $15.75. He used a coupon for 20% off his purchase, and he paid sales tax of 8%. What was the final cost of Ivan's books? So I'm going to write some stuff in blue. You don't have to copy this part. Our plan for this, we need to know how much the books cost. And then we need to subtract the amount of the coupon. And then we need to add the sales tax. And that will be the final cost. So first we need to find out how much the books are. So with your, I'm writing in red. So if you're in my class, you're writing in red pen. I'm not sure about other teachers, but anyway, no matter how your teacher does it, you need to show this work. You need to find out how much the books cost first. It was 4 books at $15.75 each. So I'll give you some, well, hit pause. You work it out and I work it out, and then we'll compare. So I'm going to hit pause. You do too. If you have not worked this out on your own, you need to work it out and see if you get the same answer. If you did, then you're in good shape. Now we need, that's the cost of the books up here. Now we need to find out how much the coupon is. 20% off is not the same as $20. We have to find out what 20% of $63 is. So you have to set up your proportion. Then you have to solve it. And what I've seen in my classroom, I've seen a lot of you guys write the proportion and then you do the first step and that's it. Write the proportion and follow all the steps to solve it, because when you're trying to shortcut it and not do all the steps is when you're making the little mistakes that make your answer wrong. So first I have x times 100. Oh, sorry, that needs written in red because you have to write this part. Sorry. X times 100 is 100x. I don't know what that is. And 63 times 20, I have to do somewhere else. Obviously, if this was your test, you can do it on your test, but I just don't have enough room. You're not done. You still have to divide by 100. This cancels out and you're left with x equals, and 1,260 divided by 100 is $12.60. So now, I keep wanting to switch colors. Oops. I said I was going to find the cost of the books and the coupon and subtract. So the books cost $63 and the coupon is $12.60. So I can subtract now. And get $50.40. Now I need to add the cost of the sales tax. Well, the sales tax is 8%, but that's not the same as $8. I need another proportion. I need to know what 8% of $50.40 is. I have to do all the steps of the proportion. 100 times x is 100x. $50.40 times 8, I don't know. $50.40 times 8 is 403.2 or 0.20. Now I need to divide by 100. And so what I've seen is people trying to cross this last zero off. You cannot cancel the zeros. This 0 is in front of the decimal because the decimal on 100 is right here. This 0 is behind the decimal because the decimal for 400 is here. You can't cross them off. One's in front and one's behind. They're different. So you have to actually divide. But dividing by 100 is easy. 403.20 divided by 100 is $4.03. I'm going to lose the 2. It just doesn't make sense to put it in there. Is that your answer? I hope not, because it's not up here. You have one last step. You found the cost of the books and you subtracted the coupon. Then you found the sales tax. That sales tax needed added on to the price. So the price after your coupon was $50.40. Plus you need to add the sales tax. Is that your answer? Sure is. You are not done with that. Please hit pause, rewind. No need to move on until you're ready. Okay, so number 2, I'm not in love with it. I think it's a cool thing to know, and I think you can figure it out if you slow down and think about it, but it is different than what we've been doing in class. It says, Ms. Cooper paid $13.75 for a puzzle for her 2-year-old daughter. 2 is a number. I don't know if it's important. The amount included 8% sales tax. How much did the puzzle cost before tax? So what we are looking for, and yes, I'm writing it so you have to write it, is the original price before the tax was added. 2-year-old daughter is a trick. They want you to worry about the number 2. It's not important. So every time I see percent, I know it's going to be a proportion. But here's where it gets weird. I know it's going to be percent over 100. I know I'm looking for the original price. This $13.75, it's not the percent, is it? This is going to go up here, but it's also not 8%. This $13.75, that's the original price plus the tax equals $13.75. So here's how we're going to decide what our percent is. If you have all of something, if I eat an entire pizza, what percent of the pizza did I eat? All of it, all of it, all of it. 100%, right? And they told me that tax was what percent? 8%. So how much is the original plus the tax? How many percent is that? That's 108%. 108% is equal to $13.75. You are solving for this X down here. So you're going to multiply 108 times X, which is 108X. And then you're going to multiply $13.75 times 100. Multiplying by 100, we just move the decimal twice. And you can put the decimal back here if you want to. Now you have an equation to solve. You're solving the equation 108x equals 1,375. You have to solve this equation like you do in your warm-up every day, like you did in 6th grade. You know how to solve equations. What is the opposite of times 108? Divide 108. These are opposites, so they cancel out and you're left with x. This is a fraction that you need to top in, bottom out. Every number under the box needs a number on top of the box. 108 goes into 1, 0 times that 0 has to be perfect on top of the 1. 108 goes into 13, 0 times. 0 on top of 1, 0 on top of 3. 108 goes into 137, 1 time. Now 108 goes into 295 2 times. And I know that because my first number is 1 and my second number is 2 no matter what. Now I'm not done. I have to bring down another 0. Do you see where my decimal is already where it needs to be? Automatically. So if I'm looking at my answer choices, I know it's not A and I know it's not D. My next number is either going to be a 3 or a 9. Right? It's going to be a 3. If you are struggling with division, I can't help a whole lot unless you are writing numbers like right on top of each other. If you're not doing that, you're making silly mistakes. It's costing you points. Mrs. Moneyhun spent $178 on groceries last week. If she reduces her grocery costs by 15% the next month, how much will she spend on groceries? We have a percent, so we know it's a proportion. And it's a percent reduced, so we know the price is going down. Now sometimes when we see reduce, we subtract first, but we don't need to. We're going to use 178 on the bottom and X on the top. If you are struggling with proportions, you need to to get help on this proportion. I'm not going to work it out with you. I'm going to hit pause, and then we're going to compare work. If you have not worked out that proportion, at least to the point I have, you need to hit pause. If you are merely copying down my multiplication, that is a dead giveaway. You need to practice your multiplication. To finish my proportion, I'm not done yet. I have to have the equation written. Then I can divide. Both sides have to be divided by 100. That cancels this out, and I'm left with an x. 2,670 divided by 100 is $26.70. That is an answer choice. Is that the correct answer choice? How much will she spend on groceries? Is she going to spend $26 on groceries? So you need to add what she spent on groceries. Oops, not add, sorry. It's because I had to hit pause. I was running out of battery. You need to subtract what she spent on groceries minus how much she reduced her grocery bill. That will give you the correct answer. And truthfully, if you had to guess, you could cross off A and D. They're bad guesses. They don't make sense.